What's up, guys? RoseGoes here. Thought I'd whack out another motovlog for you guys on the KTM. So this video is going to be 10 things I hate about my KTM. And now I want to make it clear, I do not hate my KTM. I freaking love my KTM to bits. And this video is just it's gonna be difficult. I don't know 10 things that I can think of off the top of my head, so I'm just gonna pull up here and I'll hop off the bike and have a look, because I can't remember 10 things. I'm gonna have to have a look, find out all these things that bug me. Now I do know one thing off the top of my head real quick, is that exhaust. When I first got it, I was like, yeah, that exhaust is going. It's the stock KTM exhaust, and it just doesn't sound good, and it has some bolts missing from it, and I'm pretty sure it doesn't have like half the packing in it or whatever. Like whatever's inside it is loose. That's definitely number one. Number two is the first thing I had to fix on this bike when I got it, and that's the side stand. And any of you who have owned or own a KTM EXC from this generation, I don't know if the kickstands are all the same, but this particular generation's kickstand is absolute crap. It is so shitty. Oh, there's people up here as well. Yeah, it is so shitty. When I first got it, when I got it from the guy, he was like being real nice, right? And giving me a dirt bike stand. And I was like, oh man, this guy's real nice. And then I realized why about an hour after he dropped, an hour after I brought the bike home. And that's because the kickstand is just absolute shit. Like at the time it just was completely like broken. I fixed it a bit so it works, like it's not going to fall over like it had been, but it's absolute crap, and I will be getting a new one at some stage. I really want to get a Trail Tech one. They look pretty good. But yeah, so with all of my previous bikes, you could you would be able to hop on the bike with the kickstand down, put weight on it, lift the bike up using the kickstand, spin it around, you know, whatever. It would take anything. It was so, you know, my previous bikes' kickstands have been so strong. And then with this bike, I went to do that, like on the bike with the kickstand, and I could feel it like bend it. And so I hopped off real fucking quick. Oh cool, those people are gone. So we'll just pull in here. Look how fucking beautiful it is. It was such a hot day, like my face was just sweating. I went for a big bike ride and my whole face was sweating. It was so hot today, and all my gear. Alright, let's turn this sucker off. So, oh man, it's so quiet now. Let's check there's no one around. So yeah, the kickstand is absolute shite, and it's the shittiest kickstand I've ever had. And it even has like this thing to keep it up there, because it's like, look at it. It's so shit, and it's like been welded before, and I don't know, it's pretty shitty, but holds the bike up now. So what was that? Was that 2? Exhaust, kickstand. What else have we got? Oh, here we go. Alright, with the Supermoto rims on, I've got dirt rims as well, but with the Supermoto rims I get a bit of chain rub, so that's number 3. It's not that great. It doesn't bother me that much, but I'll definitely be getting it fixed. Alright, number 4. 4 has got to be the tank. The tank has a couple of issues with it, and my first issue is the tank size. I've never had a tank this small. It's only like 8 litres and it doesn't even have a reserve, so I have run out of fuel on this a couple times. Yeah, it sucks. And also with the tank, you see this kind of bolt here, they screw right into the tank, and one of the previous owners has screwed it in at an angle, so there's a small hole in the tank up here, which means that I can't fill it to the top. So again, it means it's like a 6-litre tank. Yeah, I'll be getting that fixed though. So yeah, just a bit of epoxy in there and she'll be right, just when I get round to doing it. And the other thing with the tank is this. I don't know if you guys can see, but this is the on-off tap for the fuel, and it's actually snapped. It's supposed to be longer than that, so it's kind of difficult to turn on and off. I can do it, but it's annoying. Okay, so what was that? Was that 4? So now I'm 5. Number 5. Number 5 has definitely got to be the frame. Its powder coat is just peeling everywhere, and first of all, that is the problem. And then where it's peeled, it's kind of rusted, and then like slight rust, not a lot, nothing damaging. And also I hate the color of the, so anyway, that's going to be powder coated at some stage for sure, because I hate it. Okay, number 6. Oh, now it's starting to get difficult. Okay, number 6. Okay, that's got to be maintenance. This bike has the most maintenance out of any bike that I've ever owned, and that's probably because it's a race bike. But it's not that great. It has 2 oil filters, 2 oil screens, and on top of that you have to change it every 15 hours, both oil filters and the oil. 15 hours is not much, guys. 15 hours is like barely 1,000 kilometers. It's pretty shocking, but that's alright. I knew it when I got this bike, so it's fine. It's just going to cost. Okay, so I think we're up to number 7. Number 7. Shit. Okay, that's got to be, so this bike is, I don't know how they designed the RFS engine, but draining the oil, so the oil drain plug is kind of like just in here, just in the engine in there, and it's facing like this way, the bolt, so the bolt head's like this side of the engine, and then you have about this much space between the bolt and the frame, so you can barely, you can't fit a socket and a ratchet in there, like, to undo it. And like anyone who does the oil draining themselves, like, that's what you need, otherwise you're gonna like, you need to do it with a socket and a ratchet, otherwise you're gonna strip the bolt. So you can only fit a 13mm wrench in there, so that's the bolt size, is 13mm. And obviously the previous owners stripped it, so I could get it out, but I need to get the engine out because of that frickin' frame in the way. Yeah, so that's definitely really annoying. I'm like, come on, KTM, there's just shit designing on their part. Speaking of shit designing, this doesn't bother me, but like, if you notice here, like, the kickstart hits the thing when it comes down. Luckily I don't need to use it, but that's kind of dumb. What else? will probably have to be the engine casing paint is peeling as well, but again, just get that repainted and redone. Look all pretty. So I guess that's 9. I can't remember what number I'm up to now, but let's just make this okay. If I've missed a number, let's just say these levers are bent. That kind of bugs me a little bit, but doesn't really matter. And for number 10 is actually something that it used to bug me, but it doesn't bug me anymore. Orange has never been a color that I would go for a bike, but this bike came up and it's a good looking bike, and I was like, maybe I could just change the color scheme so it's black. But after owning the bike for a bit and taking photos and stuff, like, the orange is kind of nice. Like, yeah, at first I hated it, it's orange, but then when you take photos and stuff and like look at the background, like normally you got the blue sky or blue sea, and it really makes the orange pop because it's like the opposite color. So it just looks so nice, and it's grown on me big time. So yeah, turning into a KTM fan because of this bike. But yeah, orange, I hated it, but it's growing on me. I like it. It looks good in photos. So, right, I'm getting pretty hot just sitting here. God dang, it's beautiful. Yeah, so beautiful. But let's take off. Alright, so that was the 10 things that I hate about my KTM. I think it was 10. I hope it was 10. If it's not 10, I'm sorry. So I hope you guys enjoyed the vlog. I love my KTM. I really love my KTM, and I hope she didn't hear all of that too. I hope she didn't take that too much to heart, because I love her so much, and there are more things that I love about this bike than I hate about this bike, you know. Like, if I didn't love this bike, I wouldn't have this bike. But oh, she's so fun.